Remember that viral story about an albino who gave birth to a baby? Well, the world couldn't stop wondering what this miracle child would look like. Now, we'll reveal the truth that left millions of people speechless. The social media world went wild one morning when famous albino model Vera suddenly vanished from all platforms without a trace. Just days before, they had posted a cryptic message about life-changing news alongside a photo with wife Nanuka. Their millions of followers were left frantically searching for answers. Had something gone wrong with the pregnancy they'd recently announced? The mystery deepened when both social media accounts went dark, leaving only whispers and rumors in their wake. Living with albinism had always been challenging, but Vera had turned every challenge into an opportunity. From a young age, Vera learned to embrace those unique features. Striking blue eyes that seemed to capture the essence of Arctic ice, and hair so perfectly white it made fresh snow look dull in comparison. Growing up wasn't always smooth sailing. There were special daily precautions, from applying strong sunscreen to wearing protective clothing and special eyewear. But these challenges only fueled Vera's determination. At just 26 years old, Vera had already carved out an extraordinary path in the fashion industry. That ethereal appearance wasn't just different, it was mesmerizing. Major fashion houses couldn't get enough of his unique look. Photographers praised how Vera's alabaster skin caught the light in ways they'd never seen before. Soon, those distinctive features were gracing the covers of prestigious magazines, and runway walks in Paris, Milan, and New York became legendary. But modeling was just the beginning of Vera's artistic journey. During breaks between photo shoots, Vera would often retreat to a quiet corner with a beloved guitar. What started as a private passion soon blossomed into something more. The first video, a soulful acoustic performance filmed in a simple apartment, unexpectedly went viral, racking up an astonishing 24 million views. The fashion world's favorite model was now becoming its newest musical sensation. The turning point came during a high-profile fashion show in 2018. As Vera walked the runway, his gaze locked with that of Nanuka, a rising star in the modeling world who was sitting in the front row. The contrast between them was striking. Nanuka's rich brunette hair and sun-kissed complexion against Vera's ethereal paleness. That single moment changed everything. After the show, Vera found a handwritten note slipped into their changing room. "Coffee sometime? N?" 3 days later, they met at a tiny cafe in the West Village. What was meant to be a quick coffee turned into a 6-hour conversation. They talked about everything. Their childhood dreams, their struggles in the industry, their favorite obscure jazz musicians. Nanuka was captivated by Vera's quiet wit and thoughtful nature, while Vera found in Nanuka someone who saw past the striking appearance of the person within. Their courtship became the stuff of modern fairy tales. Social media couldn't get enough of their love story. Every photo they posted together went viral, with fans marveling at how their contrasting appearances created such stunning visuals. Nanuka, already successful in her own right, brought a complementary energy to their relationship. She was the warmth to Vera's cool tones. Their wedding later that year broke the internet. Fashion magazines devoted entire issues to covering the event. The images were breathtaking. Vera in a custom-designed white suit that seemed to enhance that natural glow even more radiantly, and Nanuka perfectly complemented her complexion. Their vows, which they wrote themselves, spoke of how true love sees beyond physical differences to the soul within. Life seemed perfect for the newlyweds. Vera's modeling career soared to new heights, while Nanuka's music career took off in unexpected ways. Soon they were playing larger venues, eventually selling out a stadium that could hold 100,000 people. Nanuka's career flourished too, with major brands clamoring to book the power couple for joint campaigns. Then came the announcement that set social media ablaze. They were expecting their first child. The news triggered a wave of speculation unlike anything the fashion world had seen before. Medical experts were interviewed about genetics and albinism. Fashion magazines ran special features about celebrity children. Everyone wanted to know what their child would look like. The couple initially shared their pregnancy journey openly, posting regular updates and ultrasound photos. Vera wrote songs about becoming a parent, performing them at sold-out concerts, while Nanuka watched from backstage, her growing baby bump visible beneath flowing designer dresses. Their fans felt like part of the journey, commenting with excitement on every update. But then, without warning, everything stopped. Both Vera and Nanuka's social media accounts went silent. Their management teams released no statements. The fashion shows they were scheduled to appear in announced last-minute replacements. Their absence was like a black hole in the social media universe, drawing endless speculation into its void. Rumors began to circulate. Some claimed that there were complications with the pregnancy. Others suggested they were working on a major documentary about their journey. A few tabloids even hinted at relationship troubles. But those who knew them best maintained their silence, protecting the couple's privacy with unwavering loyalty. The silence stretched on for months. The fashion world continued turning, but there was an undeniable void where their presence had once been. Their fans never gave up hope, regularly posting throwback photos and memories, keeping their story alive in the digital space. Then, in November 2019, the couple quietly welcomed their first son, Veruca, though they chose to keep this joyous news private, staying completely away from the public eye. Years later, something extraordinary happened that would change everything. A new post appeared on their joint social media account. The first in several years. The image showed Vera and Nanuka seated in a sun-filled nursery, but it was what they held that captured everyone's attention. There, between them, were their two beautiful sons, their firstborn and second child, who had recently joined the family. The children's appearances defied all expectations. Instead of the alabaster skin and white hair that many had anticipated, both boys had normal pigmentation. Their tiny features showed hints of both parents. Nanuka's warm skin tone blended perfectly with facial features that reflected Vera's delicate structure. They were, in every way, perfect. The photo accumulated millions of likes within hours. Comments poured in from around the globe, expressing joy, surprise, and overwhelming support. Medical professionals stepped forward to explain the genetics behind this outcome, but for their millions of followers, the science was secondary to the simple beauty of this growing family. Vera and Nanuka finally explained their long absence in the caption accompanying that first photo. They had wanted to protect their growing family from the intense public scrutiny they knew would come. They wrote about their fears, hopes, and the incredible joy they found in becoming parents to two wonderful boys. As the months passed, they began sharing more glimpses of their lives with Veruca. Each photo and video showed happy and healthy kids. The comment sections overflowed with messages of support and admiration, became a common refrain among their followers. Vera returned to modeling with a renewed sense of purpose, using that platform to advocate for a greater understanding of genetic diversity. The music took on new dimensions too, with songs inspired by the journey into parenthood, touching hearts worldwide. Nanuka balanced her successful modeling career with motherhood, becoming a role model for working mothers in the fashion industry. Their story is more than just about unique genetics or being famous parents. It shows how love can rise above physical differences and reminds us that family is about much more than just looks. In every picture they share, the happiness in their eyes tells the true story. A family built on understanding, acceptance, and unconditional love. Today, their social media feeds are filled with heartwarming moments. Veruca's first steps, family vacations, quiet moments at home, and the occasional behind-the-scenes glimpse of their professional lives. Each post receives hundreds of supportive comments, with fans continuing to marvel at how this unique family challenges preconceptions about genetics and beauty. Looking at little Veruca and his brother now, playing happily or laughing in their parents' arms, it's clear that the most beautiful stories don't always follow expected patterns. This precious presence has brought a joy that transcends any physical characteristics, proving that love creates the most extraordinary miracles. What do you think about this remarkable family's journey? Has their story changed your perspective on genetic diversity and love? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe for more extraordinary real-life stories that warm the heart and open the mind. Remember, in a world where differences often divide us, stories like Vera and Nanuka remind us that love knows no boundaries, and every family writes its own unique story of belonging. Sometimes the most beautiful chapters are the ones that surprise us the most.